The teaching is emptiness. Emptiness from ideas, from physicality, from imagination, emotions, everything. It is not that emptiness is something else. Emptiness from even the idea of emptiness. It is really that nothing is here. Nothing is here. Everything here, including the word here, is not here. Once I say the word, it is gone. Like drawing on water. This day is gonna go. Cells are changing in the body. There is nothing that is static, that is moving from one point to another point. It's impossible. All the dream characters that I was in the dreams are all dead. They're all gone. All these dreams are gone. What makes this one different? What makes this one stay? This is gonna go also. I'm gonna die. The dream character. It's just a longer dream, more persistent. So what is actually persistent? What is actually? It can be a what. What has to be something. The word what is already going. Once said, it is gone. We're speaking about eternity. How can we speak about it if it's not there? We can speak about the idea of eternity, the idea of infinity, but we know it's not infinity. It's still known that the idea of infinity is not infinity. That idea of zero is not zero. That the idea of paradox is not paradox. It's already known. Everybody already knows that. But despite this, it's still the investment in these things being real, the human being, the job, the status, uh, is so strong as if it's eternal. Saying that I am this type of person, that I allow this, I can allow that. You see, that's just as if it's actually real. So the unreality of it is freedom from it. That's all. But it doesn't mean that it is wrong. I still act like any other normal human being. You see, pain is there, happiness, everything. Uh, being stupid, being bad person, being a good person. Sometimes you see, sometimes this and that. No, no one is perfect, but uh, it is not real. It's like I'm acting. It's like it's not real. It's like an act, and it's spontaneously happening, like a play. Nothing. No one is controlling the play. Sure, I may not like how it's going, but it's not about me. It's not going around me. It's not for an ant. It's not for a human either. It's not for a solar system. Stars explode. It's not for anyone or anybody, anything. It's free. Can work for something or nothing. This is free. Can be anything. Can create any dream. Can create anybody. Any world. Any laws of physics. Can create entirely new laws of physics. Even the protons and the particles and atoms, all this is gonna go. The universe is expanding and it's going to just vanish. Nothing's real. There's no universe, nothing. Nothing is there. And that nothing is there, that is a source of energy. Because from that, that's the only thing that's there, and it's not a transient thing that depends on something else. The transient stuff depends on the non-transient. So it is a source of energy. Being happy means being empty. You're just happy. You drink something nice, you go out, get some fresh air, sit by the river, dance, make art, poetry, uh, laugh. It's emptiness. It's love, you see, it's all emptiness. Beauty, seeing something beautiful. Empty. It makes you empty. Concern of things, of ideas, of feel, of just empty. High. High without anything. Just like innocent. That's also. Um, it is already innocent. But sure, like when you do these things, you feel more empty, innocent. And that emptiness is you know, the attempt by the mind to create emptiness, to go back to itself. But the true emptiness is not even an effect. It's not a state of emptiness. It's not a state. It's just you get into these states of emptiness more and more that you don't need to anymore because that's already infinitely getting empty. And this what's being shared is true emptiness. True emptiness is not an empty, expansive state, and it's not a contracted state. Obviously, something is here. That is that. But it is not a new image from the mind, not a snapshot. But sure, getting into these empty states is beautiful. Uh, it can help in the really, it doesn't really mean anything, but it just feels like it can take out the seeking energy, like the seeking to get to infinity. It's just maybe you can say it's a clarification uh, that nothing is real. But that clarification it's not really like eventually it's not about even clarification because it keeps endlessly clarifying. It endlessly becomes empty. There's more infinite states of consciousness. There's no limit to the states of infinity or contraction or becoming a real person and feeling the world is real. There's no contradiction, form and emptiness, going into the matter and non-matter. There is no end to both. And thus true emptiness is free from both emptiness and matter and form. That is not even a seeing. And I'm not even clarifying it. It's not in the mind, it's not out of the mind. It's not beyond it. You cannot describe its location. You cannot describe anything about it. Even describing It's just not in describing or undescribing. It's not anywhere. It's infinity. It's infinity. It's paradox. And you know it is not the idea when you say it. Uh, it's freedom from all states. It is not a state. Freedom from all states. Contraction and expansion. But true, as a seeker, and even like well, there's no one as a seeker, but getting this to a state of emptiness is good. It's good. It makes you happy. To say a joke, you know, to just enjoy. And then coming back to the world of matter, you see it's not real. You just enjoy it. I'm not real. If you think anything about this guy, and you say, or this guy, this guy or that guy, and you say, oh, he's saying something, it doesn't make sense, or oh, it makes complete sense, or whatever, you can just investigate that. Is he really saying that? Am I really saying something? Where is it the mouth saying? Like, is the mouth saying that I am saying this? Who's saying now anything? Where's the point where the saying comes out from? It's just like pixels moving. There's no one saying anything, and there's just the sound coming, and there's not even sound. What is sound? And where is the point where this is received? The idea that there is an entity sending, creating, or receiving, and whether it's in relationship to something else. So like entity in relationship to the hand. The hand is receiving something, like sending something, and the face is receiving. Where is the point of receiving on the face? Where is the point of sending from the hand? The hand doesn't say, yeah, I'm sending it. It's just nothing here is saying that I exist. Really, like no, nothing. This thing is not saying I exist. It doesn't say I exist. No network of relationships are speaking for themselves and saying that we exist, we are relationships, we are things, and we are actually, you know, going somewhere and relating to each other or whatever. See, the whole network is not real. There's not the all relationships, you know, human, uh, black hair, purple t-shirt, white wall, lines. There's a line or something. There are circular eyes, or anything. There's some geometry. Where is geometry? Where is the line? The line doesn't even have width. Where is this line that doesn't have a width? Where is the line? What makes this called black here? What makes this called black? Why not called swag? Why do you call it something else? Why you does it say I'm black? This hair, does it say I'm black? It doesn't say anything. It's just an idea. It says now there's nothing wrong when you come and say and you speak about stuff and you say they exist and you speak about geometry and you speak about all these things. There's no problem, but they're not real. They're just ideas. They're just artwork, pieces of art. And yeah, the peace sets you free. It doesn't interrupt your pain. It does not interrupt your happiness. It frees you. This is true love, actually. It frees you completely. Um, no sadness about your sadness. No happiness about your happiness. Deepest love is so simple. It's just a smile. But this is even more simple. It's so simple, it's not even there. You cannot find any condition of it being a smile or a look in the eye or anything. It's so simple, it doesn't depend like have any signs. These other things they come after. The signs, the happiness, the smile, the look in the eye, the hug, all this they come after. This piece. This piece completely has no distance from which it can create an effect to an other. You see, it's already so in union that it's not even there. It's not there. So this beloved is saying, you did not need to do anything. You did not need not look at me so I can feel you or something. You already are free. You didn't need to do anything for love. You didn't need to be anyone. It's that simple. It's even simpler. The deepest beloved, at least you have to see. At least you have to meet somewhere, you see. But this one, you don't need to meet. The meeting is already there and has always been. Where is the point? It's no condition. The human lover may approach you based on certain condition. Even the deepest ones. Even if it's loving you for who you are, in depth, you see, in your soul, your very soul. Still, that human has to be there. This is the only condition. The deepest love is just to be with your beloved, and that's it. You cannot speak. You're just here. You're just looking at your beloved, and that's it. There's nothing. There's no like no extra conditions. Just you're here. That's it. Now, this beloved doesn't even need you to be here. It doesn't need to be here. It's free from being here. It is loving you anyways, whether you're here or not. You're loved anyways, whether you look in the eye or not, whether you say this or not, whether you succeed in creating a firework effect or no. It frees you completely, not interrupting with any of your actions. It lets you be crazy completely. It lets you be anyone, anybody. It lets you have other relationships with other people. It is the only monogamous relationship. There is no such thing as monogamy. Monogamy is essentially unreliable. It's unreliable. It's not 100% unreliable. It can be 99%, like, but this is 100% reliable. Monogamy. And turns everything, even the closest relationship, into polygamy. You're free. Deep in a hole in the ground, you're free. takes you completely and leaves nothing, setting you free, setting this free from the idea that change is needed. You know, this is what the beloved and the beloved say. They say such thing. They say only if you say. I say these things. Only if I meet this, we meet this beloved. Only if the other side knows how much. Only if this is known. This, this, whatever, if you want to imagine it, would say the same. That only if you stop going somewhere else. Only if, but actually, there's no only if. This is the thing that you don't need to be anybody, that you don't need to come to me, that I love you anyways. But there's no only if. It's not saying only if this human does that. It's not saying that. It loves you anyways, whether you know it or not, whether you speak about it or not. It loves you anyways. It has no conditions. So-called knowing is not there. There's no knowing. Knowing and unknowing are both mine, creations. And it's the experience that thinks it's suffering. What thinks it's suffering is just a creation. It's just a transit experience. A dreamer in the dreams thinks it's suffering. And then you always wake up and you feel, oh, it's just a dream. Thank God. Same thing. Except there's no one to wake up even. The waker is not there. Mm. Um, yeah, so just enjoy.